Hey y'all, I'm Carolina Tony. Today the road brings us to Rock Creek Station and the Stricter home place. This was a trading place. This was a trading post right off of the Oregon Trail, and as the settlers were coming across on the Oregon Trail on their way to Oregon and California, often they would stop here for refreshment, to resupply their wagons, to fix their wagons, and just to relax, because out there on the prairie it gets awful hot, and at least there was fresh water nearby. Well, we are going to explore this place. We are going to explore this oasis in the middle of nowhere right after this station identification. During the early and mid-1800s, Rock Creek was an oasis for travelers, explorers, and Oregon-bound immigrants attempted to traverse the arid Snake River Plain. Historian Robert Stewart camped in this vicinity August the 28th and 29th. In 1812, during his eastward trek from Astoria to St. Louis, in which he pioneered what would become the Oregon Trail, Captain John C. Fremont camped near this spot on September the 20th, 1843, while leading a military expedition guided by Kit Carson to survey and map the Oregon Trail. The following day, Fremont followed Rock Creek and headed toward Niagara Springs, where, after crossing the Snake River in an inflatable Indian rubber boat, he examined the outlet of the subterranean river. Fremont published report detailing his 1843-44 expedition from St. Louis to Fort Vancouver was of great value to Oregon-bound immigrants and remains today one of the most vivid accounts of the West. Every settler, miner, and freighter needed supplies and relaxation during their time in the Rock Creek Valley. The Rock Creek store provided these things and more. The store consisted of both a wet and dry cellar directly behind the building. The store owner stored saloon supplies in the wet cellar. Cowboys of the time called liquor conversational water. If you drank enough liquor, you would talk to your horse all the way home. The dry cellar, directly behind the wet cellar, served as storage for food and dry goods. In 2021, a stabilization project helped preserve the cellars for future generations. This would have been the dry cellar. And of course, directly behind the store would have been the owl house. Here's the store itself. And I don't believe we can go in, it's locked up. In 1865, James Bascom and John Corder built the store at Rock Creek. Oregon Trail travelers, stagecoach passengers, miners, and others purchased needed supplies here. In 1871, the post office began its operation inside the store, which also served as a polling place during elections. With no suitable timber for miles, people of Rock Creek repurposed wooden structures to save time and resources. The log building across from the Rock Creek store once served as a dwelling before being converted into a barn. So before becoming a barn, this was where someone lived. It was It's hard to see down there and it looks very mucky. This is Rock Creek. The rainfall here is averages less than 10 inches a year. Here's the stage station here at Rock Creek. This monument is here in the middle of this field overlooking the prairie. The monument reads, "This site, Old Rock Creek, was a transportation center for south central Idaho from August 1864, when Ben Holliday's stagecoach first arrived here at the stage station, until the completion of the railroad on the north side of the Snake River 20 years later. Huge freight wagon trains packed, springs, stagecoach, and covered wagons stopped at this oasis for supplies and repairs or food and rest before resuming the long, low journey to their destination." Here is a photograph, a group of unidentified people at the Rock Creek store, 2 log buildings, Rock Creek Station, and a China house. And you can, from this angle, you can see the Oregon Trail real easy, right through there, right through here. Now, these ruts would not have been the only place wagons would have went. I imagine they would branch out in different directions. But they say it's one place on here that we can actually see ruts. This is marked out. This is actually the Oregon Trail that I'm walking on. Well, that is going to do it for our trip to the Rock Creek Station and Stricter home site here in Idaho near Rock Creek. It's pretty neat walking back in history, things where people actually walked in the same place. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give us a big old thumbs up. Be sure to share with your family and friends. But until next time, y'all have a good day.